Oh, look at me.
Look at him go. Look at him, Colt. He's looking pretty shredded there.
Ooh.
I guess
For a second, I was.
Let me see your hair, Colt. Come on now. Did you cut it? It looks good now or what?
Yeah, I've had it.
Oh, wait. Oh, it's still
looks
long.
Good. Oh, it's still long.
Oh,
I thought you fucking cut it.
I thought you cut your hair too, Colt.
You lied to me.
He got the sides shaved. Dude, I need my sides shaved. They're a little too long for me.
NWA gang, white boys on crack. This is
your weird comments.
Cool.
Wanting me to address myself with my.
And we won't have a time limit.
Hey, guys, I'm on Discord. I'm getting high.
Wait, did you say you were recording?
I didn't say
swearing.
Anything. I didn't say anything.
We can swear, right?
Yeah, we should
pardon my language.
I know.
Then whenever you start to light your cigar, I'm gonna light mine.
Oh, shall we begin?
Oh,
I couldn't. I think I left my good lighter in the car, and I don't want to go back into that like -1 degree temperature.
With magic, bro. I'm lighting mine with magic.
-2 over here.
You gonna have one too?
No, I'm saying it's -2 over here.
Dude, it's fucking freezing here. It's wind chill and everything.
How's the South treating you, Jake?
Do you light yours?
Not yet, but I will.
Let's go.
I even took out my smoke alarm, so eat my ass.
Until we found your smoke alarm shoved up your neighbor's ass while he's passed out. What you want to explain that one? No.
This was, I can't remember when the last time I smoked this. It's obviously one of those like half cigars.
Mom's a
yeah, that's what I thought you were.
Yeah. I think it was the last time we hung out. Maybe. No, maybe. I don't know. I don't smoke cigars that often. I should though.
I'd like to smoke them. I want to replace cigars with vape. I wouldn't smoke as much. I wouldn't have much nicotine. And it's just awesome to take a break, smoke a cigar, get back to online laptop shit, right?
There you
Make
go.
money.
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds like a good life to live. What are you figuring out there, Colt?
Oh, I was going to be doodling a little picture for Jake. You
want to share it with us? You could do that on Discord. You know that, Jake?
Share your mom.
You could screen share.
Really?
Yep.
It's pretty cool. Zoom.
Yeah, with Zoom.
Yep.
See,
way easier, dude. All I had to do was add you. I don't know how you called me or anything, but this was easy. This is easy as fuck.
Yeah, it is. It used to be a little bit more, a little bit more difficult to navigate, but
Discord?
Yeah.
I guess I'm used to it because I've been using it for like the last 7 years.
So what are you doodling for Jake here? What's the deal with that?
Well, like how I drew a picture of
Damn, dude, you're in a lot of servers.
Yeah, because I have friends.
You're still on the Dick Show server?
Yeah, I mostly just check the shit posting.
Yeah, I don't. I left that server because it was just.
I meant to show you this, Jake. I haven't yet.
Oh,
I wasn't gonna send it to Timmy just yet because he's still kind of fresh wounds there.
My best friend. Good thing I don't have a dog. Make sure when you're drawing, Jake, make sure to have tattoos on his arms.
Yeah. So there's this one program I have that
I still don't know how I'm gonna edit all that
blinking.
in a video.
I mean, if you can't figure it out, it's fine. I was gonna say, Jake, you probably see how kids on Twitch have a little cartoon bobbing around in the corner.
Jake doesn't even know what Twitch is.
Okay, yeah, Jake. So your kids aren't going to watch television; they're going to watch Twitch, and that's because Twitch is where people talk about stuff and do stuff that you actually would rather watch instead of reality television.
Not always. I don't really go out of my way to watch Twitch, but people do. This is
okay. So Timmy is a fuel. what I need to do here is virtual T-tube camera. 1 second. Yeah, turn my camera off, and then one of these virtual pieces of dink will.
Watch this magic, Jake. Are you ready to see this?
Your magic.
Okay, he's done it once before.
I have.
You want to hear
done it
something? You want to see something even crazier, Jake? So they have something on here called a soundboard, and this is what I was gonna do to introduce Brody. I was gonna be like, "And welcome, DJ Brody."
I thought you were gonna have a sound effect.
That is a sound effect. Did you hear it?
No.
Oh, you didn't hear
Oh, there it goes. Now I heard it. Now I heard it. There it goes. Oh, good. Now I hear it.
Yeah. Prank.
Mine wasn't such a lag.
I don't know.
And how do I stop streaming you, Colton?
You could. How do you stop? I don't know.
You should be able to turn it off.
Options,
Yeah,
mute. Stop watching. There we go. Well, I'm going to get the show on the road here, guys. Welcome back to the Hash It Out podcast. I am your host, Hash Brown, the crispy man with no tan. And with me today is my brother, Colton, and my best friend, Jake motherfucking McDaniel.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
beep out
Thank you for inviting me, Tim. It's nice to be here, as always, talking to my brother from the same mother.
Yeah.
But we are brothers and cannolis.
Absolutely. Cannolis by association. The Papa Cannoli, he dubbed us.
Yeah, good old Pat.
Did you know that, Colt? That
go.
Dad was the one who created
Jake a cannoli.
Yeah.
With it.
Amazing.
He came up with it. Yeah. You see his little guy, he moves there because Colton likes to go shirtless in front of his camera. So he
Yeah, it's called not always being ready to show my face. So I got a little character.
Yep.
Bobs and beebs.
Bobs and
blinks his
beebs.
eyes.
So with moving forward, I would like to ask you guys if you guys something you would like to hash out. Colt, you said something,
sure.
or Jake,
Jake's the guest, so he should go first.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
So I didn't mean to talk over you. I was saying Jake's the guest, so he should go first.
That's true.
Okay.
It's Jake's
That's
first
fine.
time on here.
Yeah. Yeah, great. Excellent. Well, I want to hash out the child support system because it's absolutely fun. It's absolutely
okay.
All right. Well, while I'm sitting here smoking my cigar, let me explain my issue. For the people that don't know, I'm not going to say any names or talk badly. I'm just going to explain the situation. That's all I have to do is tell the truth for it to sound bad and that the child support system need to be changed. I'm not against child support. Let me clarify my shit, right? I'm not against fathers or mothers needing to pay to take care of their kids if they're absent, wanting to be absent, just leave and don't care and just want to walk away.
Right.
However, that's not me. And when my BM means baby mom. I'm sure all you guys know that.
Oh, okay.
But when BM and I split up, the reason we split up is because she cheated. She cheated on me.
Right.
With my baby upstairs, I'm at work. She had, dude come over here and blah, 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 right? I found out we broke up. And the thing about it is breaking up is no problem. Like, we don't have to be together for the kid. No problem, right?
Right.
But the problem lies when you leave. We're supposed to still be great parents for the kid. We're supposed to be on team my daughter, right? But it wasn't. So in order to see my daughter, because my BM would not let me, I have receipts, I have the proof to, no, you can't see her on Father's Day because you didn't wish me a happy Mother's Day. That's the type of baby I'm dealing with.
Gotcha.
That type of shit. Right. And then for 3 months, I couldn't see her. She didn't let me. I have to go to court. I have to get a lawyer to see her. And now I just had another trial Friday. I have to pay $600 a month to a woman that doesn't want me to be a great dad to our daughter. And that's just the fact. I'm not trying to talk bad. It's just she wouldn't let me see my daughter won't let me spend time. So I had to use the court system, and she's using the laws in place for bad parents against me. Obviously wrongly.
Right.
And
Man.
it changed. And I don't know where to get laws past that, because I feel like it started with feminism. This is what I feel like. It started with feminism because sorry, I had to take a puff of my cigar here real quick.
It's all good,
it started with dudes fucking whores and then just bailing. And then the females left with the kid, and they're left with the kid having to raise it. And back then, those times, on most occasions, women didn't work, so they really didn't have financial means to do that. So they put in laws, and I honestly believe rightly so. The men at that time were sleazebags. They were having kids and ditching and leaving and acting like it's all fine, having a new life. That's fucked. I think that's fucked. As a dad, you don't leave your kids, correct?
Right.
But now the laws are set in place, and it pushed it over the line. Now I'm a great dad, not being able to see my kid because my baby mother cheated on me and kept my kid from me. Now I have to pay, $600 a month in child support, still not be able to see her. And when I do, I'm watched. Bruh, I'm a great dad. I have people around me to see that I'm a great dad.
Come a long ways. Yep.
Yeah, I've come a long way. This is fucked. However, I am grateful that I do get 2 hours a week with my daughter. You hear that, people? 2 hours a week because I got cheated on.
Damn.
What did I do? I literally didn't do nothing. If I did something to say, Jake, you're a bad dad, you can't, do this, blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. I'll earn my shit back. But I didn't do that.
Yeah.
She's just a woman that has the power because she's the mom.
Man,
that's what I want to tell everybody.
That's crazy. I'm glad you brought that in, my man. I thought you were going to go on a feminist rail when you brought that up. I was like, oh shit, he's bringing in feminism.
Hashtag all women.
just about that. Just the feminism law about that. I can continue about feminism, but I just wanted to hash that.
Wow, that's. Yeah, I remember seeing that on your Snapchat story. You were pretty livid the day of or after, whenever it was, of the court hearing or whatever you're doing that day. Yeah. So, I remember you were pretty esteemed.
Indeed. Well, if my baby mother would want to negotiate, that'd be cool. But I feel like she's just taking her lawyer's, advice. So I can't be too mad at my BM herself, other than, still making me pay, even though I'm trying. I don't know. She's just making it difficult. I'm not at any means talking bad or down at her.
Right.
However, she is the reason I can't see my kid right now. So
yeah. It's a tragedy. What about you, Colt? What'd you bring in to hash out?
Well, before I get into it, I just want to talk about Jake's child service issue a little bit. I remember when I was real small, being that I was the oldest and most cognitive of what was happening around me. Because how old's your kid? Only 2, maybe 3 years old?
A year and 8
months.
Okay, yeah. So
a year and 8 months. Okay.
He's barely forming sentences, if at all, huh?
Yeah, she's just saying dad, mama, no.
Yeah. Well, I was a little bit past that stage, but I know the the stress it can put on the kid, where they're not sure if they'll see the other one with whoever they're in custody of potentially trash talking the other.
Mm-hmm.
Because when it happened to me, we went with our mom, who we were living with her family. They were always saying our dad's a no good piece of shit and all that. And the whole story was our mom wanted to take advantage of the system, live easy off welfare.
Mm-hmm.
And the family's like, yeah, sure, do whatever. And she's saying, oh, he's abusive, no good, wants to keep my kids from me. And it's, a lot of he said, she said stuff. And when I remember, she's really scolding with me because, she didn't really understand how it was going to play out. And I was always curious to know what was going on because I could see it on her face. that she was like concerned about something or another. But like, I'm only like I don't want to say maybe 5 years old.
Something like
From
that.
like 3 to 5 years old, I'm like, what's going on? Why why are you saying that about Dad? I thought Dad, loved us. He's like, your dad doesn't love nothing. He's ran back to wherever because this or that. And it's, pretty hard when you want to love your dad and your mom at the same time, and they both actively tell you, no, don't do that. And I'm like, but you're all I know. What the hell?
Yeah, that's true, dude. And to feed off of that, dude, I remember, it's getting really deep. I wasn't planning on talking about this, but I remember when we were living with our grandparents and Dad would call, I was so angry with him because of all the lies we were told about him. And like he could hear me over the phone breathing because I was so mad. Like I couldn't speak. I was just angry. And eventually he got me to talk. But yeah, I just remember all the lies and stuff. I hope there is a day where you get your child full custody, Jake, because they can.
There will be. I'm Jake McDaniel.
Yeah, you're Jake McDaniel. And like, because the way our dad, like, it was just by our mom fucking up, basically. And like her mental health was not in the right state of mind. And she basically got caught by the police doing, what was she doing? I think she was like slashing people's tires.
I'm pretty sure she was slashing them so they couldn't follow her, but she was
no, dude. I was
fucking around one way or another.
I was awake during that whole time because I thought I was gonna die that night.
Well,
like, seriously,
she didn't just say, "Oh, I'm gonna go slash tires tonight." I'm pretty sure it's like
an act of fucking
probably buying drugs
bro.
or mad at an ex.
No, dude, it was. I swear it was like schizophrenia because I remember that night really clearly.
Well, yeah, like I remember. No, something triggered it. It's what I'm. But
dude,
I think
I was sleeping in her bed, and I remember she rose up like, "They're here," and then she walked to the window. Dude, I'm serious. Like she just rose up. They're here. They're here. They're here. And she walked over to the window, looked out the window. Oh, they're here. They're here. She woke you and Felicia up. And then just picked me up out of bed and took us to the car. And then she went back inside, came back out with a knife, and then put it by her, side, like in the console. And I was like in the passenger seat, thinking I was gonna die that night. And I was just like laying there motionless, hoping like if I don't move, she won't see me, or
yeah.
And I just watched her, dude, slashing tires, and one of them was a cop off of duty. And he's like, "Hey, what the hell you doing?"
You guys took her?
She took her. She was doing it for like.
I was only like 5 or something.
Yeah,
man.
she's like doing it
like 4.
Wait, hang on. She put you in the car.
Yep.
Yeah.
Put you in the car, and then
all 3 of us.
Like she drove around like on the way out of the parking lot, slashed some tires, got back in the car, and we're like. We're gonna stay at this motel, till morning.
No, dude, that's not what happened, bro. You were asleep. You were asleep, bro.
I swear I remember at a motel.
No, she got arrested on the spot. Dude, she was slashing tires, and that cop off of duty was like, "What the hell are you doing? That's my car." And she's like, "Fuck you!" And the guy's like, "What? I'm a cop off duty right now, ma'am, and you're breaking the law, And she's just like, "Fuck you, go fuck yourself." Gets back in the car and speeds off. And it's around like 7 a.m. because the sun's coming up, and she's just driving down whatever main road, and all of a sudden she gets pulled over, and the cops arrest her. Right there. And then that's when you and Felicia woke up crying because you saw Mom getting arrested. And I was just kind of sitting there like, thank God. Like
maybe I dreamt the stopping at a place.
Dude, there's so much weird stuff she put us through, but
that's
it's that she didn't have a good state of mind. Oh, but
good times, good early childhood memories.
So
what was your early childhood like, Jake?
No, stop. Wait. I want to hear what you have to hash out first, you son of a bitch.
It's how I cope. just bring up repressed memories and not
You
feel
brought
it.
him up. I just fed off of it.
Ouch.
No, seriously
hot
though,
tea.
what did you have to hash out, my man?
I did, and I do, and I'm struggling to remember because I did forget.
Okay, all right. Well, while you try to remember, I got something I want to bring up. And it's something actually that you sent me, and it was just something that happened to me. And I'm just a normal guy. And out of nowhere, I just get a million notifications on Instagram every single day from one guy in particular, and that's you, Colt.
Oh, you calling me out?
No. You just send me a bunch of stuff, some stuff that's like informational, like the oceans and shit. Like I didn't need to know about the Drake Passage. Jake, do you know what the Drake Passage is?
Sure as fuck don't.
Well, I didn't know until he sent me a 25-minute video that I watched only halfway through.
It's only 25 minutes. I've sent you lectures that you also didn't watch. The Drake Passage is the area between South
America.
No, was it South America or Africa?
South America and Antarctica, yeah. Basically, there's the water flow between these two land masses and is absolutely insane because one is cold water and then the other is hot water. I knew all this stuff for no reason. It's unwanted information entering my brain, brother. That is my problem. I want to hash that out. I didn't need to know that, but now I do, and it's forever in my brain.
There's a lot of online information that I know that, I come to finding and reasoning I can use in one way or another.
Because I saw the world map yesterday, and I just lost my mind. I was like, do you know what that is? And they're like, no. I'm like, that's the Drake Passage. And they're like, how do you know that? I was like, my brother.
Well, my brother, he told me a map, and now I know. And,
map, the flat Earth map. If you believe everything in the Bible, you must believe the Earth is flat.
Oh, Jake, with some controversy
I have
here.
Heard this argument.
It's not an argument; it's a fact. If you believe everything in the Bible, because you can't pick and choose, you have to believe it's flat. You have to.
I don't know, Jakerson.
You can't pick and choose, can you?
They say that there's four corners of the earth, yes.
Wait, no, it says it right in the Genesis, the firmament.
The firmament, yeah.
That means there would be a dome on a flat earth.
Does it actually say dome?
No, it says firmament. That's what a firmament is, a dome.
It's just like a flat... See,
a firmament is the dome part.
Okay. I don't know. I like that. Remember
you
that?
You can't argue this when they have like more of an argument against you, other than like say physics makes things round. But
I don't believe this. I'm just saying because I have not read the Old Testament, and that's the Old Testament. Yeah. I'm just saying that if you believe everything in the Bible, you must believe the Earth is flat, or you're not a full believer.
See, I try to
I'm about to fully believe my hand across your cheek, mister. I had a picture to refute this information. And
let me see what you're drawing here, bro.
It's and also, on top of that, people want to stay broke and in their jobs, and it pisses me the fuck off. They don't want to better their lives.
Oh, yeah, that is a real problem right there.
Jake, I'm not sure what that has to do with the Earth.
Why do people want to not be at their children's events? Before my daughter, I even wanted to be rich so I didn't have to be to work. Do you understand? You have to ask someone to piss. You have to go and ask someone, hey, man, am I allowed to use my penis to empty my urine, empty my bladder out? Am I allowed to do that? Nope. It's not your break time. Are you fucking shitting me? That's the type of shit we are doing. I have to walk around for 12 hours and people don't see a way out. Oh, when I'm 59 and a half, I'll cash out my 401k. People lost a lot of fucking money last year in their 401ks.
That's
Are
true.
you stupid? Lord have mercy. It upsets me. It truly does, Tim. It truly does.
I used to listen to this podcast where like this guy wasn't a financial guru or anything, but like he would talk about what is it? It's like a bonds fund where basically you can get bonds against inflation and all that, and they will gain on top of the initial value you bought them at.
Yeah.
And depending on when you buy them, like the percentage of which they'll gain, I'm pretty sure inflation's at like 6%. You can get them at 6%, or what he did because he signed up like I think towards the end of COVID, like 2001, 2012 ish, or 2021, 2012 ish. He got like 9%. So there's a more significant increase on the yearly value that they got, which that's one of those things when the economy isn't growing, the buying bonds like that or selling off assets at 2-3% their value is like how the wealthy class would gain profits over their lifetime of work.
Right.
That made my left shoulder hurt.
You're welcome. You're having a stroke.
You're having a stroke. Oh, brother. Yeah, dude, that's insane. It's something I always bring up to people. I even brought it up to my boss when I first started working. I was like, do you guys do anything with like Roth IRAs or anything like that? Or what's your guys' like 401k stuff? And they didn't even know, like the people behind the desk that I was talking to about this, they didn't even know anything about the 401ks or
I'm about to be Roth with you, son.
401ks are scams. Do an IUL, do a whole life insurance policy, borrow against yourself without taxes. Do it. Do it for your kids and have for your kids. Have it on as an authorized user for your credit card and keep track of that credit card and do good with it, because when your kid's 18, he'll automatically have good credit. And
my
18, they'll automatically be able to buy a house, investment, car, whatever the fuck you need. And you are the owner, so you can say, no, that's a shitty car, or no, that's a bad investment. You can properly make sure that they buy something great with it.
Right.
Me and my wife are doing that for the niece and nephews with their credit card.
Do you do that stuff, Jake? Have you done that yet?
Of course. I'm Jake McDaniel.
Okay. And so how did
I have a card right over there with her name on it.
Okay.
And the IUL, it got relapsed, and I'm not going to say, there's some stuff I'll talk to you about privately, Tim, without the internet.
Okay.
Oh, Jake, tell me what those credit card numbers are so I can confirm them.
Yeah, I got you. Let me just find them real quick.
Just put them up to the camera so I can write it.
That's another thing. She's an authorized user. Her actual credit card, the one with her name on it, doesn't hardly ever get used at all. But we're connected to the same card. Like if I use her card, it just shows that it took money out of that card.
Okay.
And when my credit is good, her credit is good at 18.
At 18.
Automatic.
So what would her credit score be then? Would that be like 800 something by the time she's 18?
I'm not sure if it's 800, but it definitely wouldn't be like once you get started. It would be, I'd assume like, 720.
She could buy a really good car at 18 with that credit card.
I would not let her do that. But yes.
Okay.
I would not let her buy a car with a credit card and pay on it every month. Are you shitting my balls?
That's crazy. You're right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even do that. You don't do that.
No.
It's a bad financial move to pay on your car. People, if you're listening to this, save up and buy your car in cash. Paying on it is a waste of money in two ways. One, you'll pay thousands of dollars over what your car is worth. And also, second, you'll pay a lot of money as insurance when you probably don't fucking need that much insurance.
Oh my God, I'm paying so goddamn much in insurance. You know what? That's what I wanted to hash out.
There you go.
My insurance bill. God damn. You roll a few cars by accident, not because you want to die. And
fucking GTA 5 over here.
I only rolled my dad's car. And
I forgot about that, Colt. Holy ball sack.
Yeah. You were like maybe 20 feet away from Timmy. Was still working at Hilux at the time.
Yeah.
And
was
you know,
classic.
I nearly lost my head because a chain and a battery, you know, decided to hit the ceiling.
Oh,
But
yeah.
no, that was in the back seat, you know, going upside down for a few seconds.
Yeah, 20-pound chain in the back seat.
That
and
chain was a little more than 20 pounds, Timmy. We hold trees with that chain.
whatever.
like
I meant
It
weight
was
wise.
50 pounds or something. Yeah,
chain
it's
was
like
not-
Don't forget about the Freemasons
Okay,
controlling the world. They don't control the world; they control the country. But the higher ups, like the Rothschilds, and people like them, they control.
Jake, you're gonna
this
get me
world.
canceled.
let go
What's
of your
going on
chains,
right now
Timmy.
is a
Let go
spiritual
of your
warfare
chains.
between good and evil. It's really fucking happening. The people listening to this
You
need
got
God.
used to the weight of your chains. You only thought they were
Dude.
20 pounds.
Dude, speaking of that
Silly
Freemason symbol,
goose.
do you remember you told me about what it meant? Like it meant like the male and female or something?
Yeah, because go on. That's why the way they're
It's a male
aprons.
and female.
There is something
is?
I saw on Twitter. If you put the X's next to each other, they have it does the Freemason symbol. The X's
What X?
Of Twitter, the new X symbol, the way it's like formed.
Really?
Yeah, I saw.
Really?
Yeah, look it up.
I'm
Look
looking
it
at
up, dude. It's crazy.
I believe it just by looking at it. I don't know, bro. I've seen some shit about Elon Musk, but I like him. But like, he does have a lot of power and control. He
is kind of, you know, the richest man on earth, isn't he?
He is kind of Lex Luthor.
He's the I was gonna say he's the richest man that we
You
know.
need God.
Because
God and financial intelligence. Whoever's listening to this needs to pick up their Bible. You don't need to go to church. You need to go into an empty room, meditate on what you read in the Bible. And I get high when I do it because it opens my mind and makes me feel good or makes me relax more in a meditative state. But do that and get close with God and go read Rich Dad Poor Dad, Think Rich, Grow Rich, and As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. Do that. You're better in life. And go work out.
That's how you better your life.
Jake, I just come on here. I just come on here and come to places to make people's lives better and give them advice.
This is your most
very
powerful
embracive of you.
Your most powerful episode I can even fathom.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
It's a little unhinged, but that's okay.
You need holy music going during that so it doesn't sound unhinged.
I listen to drug killers and that's trap music and that's what I listen to.
Yeah. No, you go back, you redact that.
No, you know what I did listen
We
to?
cut it at the holy statement part.
After I went grocery shopping today. Go ahead.
No, I was just making a joke. I was doing a bit.
After I went grocery shopping today, I was listening to Juice WRLD Lo-Fi. So it's like the lo-fi version of Juice WRLD songs. Dog, it's pretty good. Because I listen to lo-fi music lately. Honestly, I don't really listen to drug rap music no more unless I'm at the gym. But I listen to lo-fi because it helps me keep me focused while I'm driving. That or a book. But books are kind of boring, and I'll fall asleep. So lo-fi it keeps me focused and keeps me on my goals and shit. But Juice WRLD lo-fi, because it has some lyrics in it, dude, fucking awesome.
Jake, one of these things I found is
take your guy off. Let me see you.
I want
this is what I'm telling you, bro. He wants to see your beautiful face.
You people and your obsession with my man chops.
Man chops? We're not talking about your boobs here, bro.
The people listening to this need to save at least $20, $10 to $20 a fucking week until you have 100. Once you have 100, oh my God, I can really do this. Then start saving 10% of your check every week. Whatever it is, just put it in there. This times 0.10 in there, and then put that into your savings account. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Do that until you get 1,000. What's that, Tim? The first Dave Ramsey baby step. Dave
Ramsey, by God. Oh, wait, where's the sound effect for clapping?
There you go.
Okay, yeah. I understand and I appreciate the enthusiasm. I really do. I do.
Don't forget, people listen to this.
Do know what you're saying.
Because Jake's going to be a millionaire, okay?
And I am going to ask him for a 12-pack of nuggets when he has $1 million.
Yeah, I'll do that for you.
He'll be able to buy the whole McDonald's.
He'll be like,
I'll pay to get your eyebrows threaded.
Yeah. Have you ever had that happen to you? Them using the threads on the eyebrows?
Threads?
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing that women do.
your eyebrows. I really thought you would know what that was, but now the joke went flat because you're uncultured.
Yeah,
I
Colt,
guess
you
I
get
am.
a cricket sounds.
I guess I am.
We're just like fresh and fit with the good old punchlines.
Hey, they nearly do that. Okay, shout. I know it's never gonna reach them, but shout out Fresh and Fit. I've learned a fucking lot from them. From what they teach, my credit scores went up 160 points. I slam it with fucking whores because they teach that too. I don't let these bitches push me around, and I'm more fit than I've ever been in my life.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yours,
Shout out Fresh and Fit.
man, we kind of went all over the place there. I kind of like that.
Yeah, you went up.
When you're drawing Jake, Colt, make sure to really highlight his receding hairline.
That's the angle one. I'm not trying to give a receding hairline.
You got to make it accurate to his proportions.
I am looking at his face.
Now I'm gonna go put a hat on so you can't see me all fucked up. Make sure there's tattoos. Make sure there's a horn. And my dog. Don't forget Lush, the dog.
Yeah.
Real quick here.
Follow my Instagram at the Jake McDaniel. You can add my Snapchat at not Jake McDaniel.
Because he's
Jake,
not.
Do you even look at the funny things I send you?
Me? Yeah, on Instagram? Yeah, I really do. Some of them. You send a lot. Like Tim was saying, you send a lot. I'll watch 4 in a row, and I'll be like, all right, I've watched
tried not to spam, but when I see a couple of them, they're like, oh,
sometimes
man,
you send me at night, and I'll have a female in my bed, and it'll go ding, 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 and she'll look over like all like paranoid and mad or something like that.
Oh, is that your ex, Jake? He's like, no.
Well, no, I don't think that's. They'll just get like they'll look over and like, what the fuck is that type shit? And I know, and the Bumble thing and the Instagram thing on iPhone is the same. So if it's Instagram, I'll look over and I know it's not a female. So I'm like, all right, it's just my boy Colt. Watch. And I'll pull it over. Boom, Colt, and they're like, oh, it's just your friend. Easy.
Oh my god, these are fire. Hey,
what's some fire memes?
I don't watch the memes in bed.
Fire memes, Jake. Can you give me his number?
I watch them when I'm shooting.
See, that's what I do. I'm on the toilet for 20 minutes scrolling through that shit. Like there was 1 week where I just was not in the mood for memes. And it was nonstop, this guy. Yeah, it was nonstop with the memes. And I think it was like 2 weeks later, I decided to go back and there's over like 100+ memes. And I'm like, fuck, all right, here I go. Here's the grind. Scrolling through. I get not even a third of the way through. And you kept sending them. And
I was probably somewhere I didn't care to be. And I'm like, what do I got to do? Man, this is a funny cat. Bet my brother would like to see that as well.
And I scroll all the way.
Can you tell me you don't like seeing funny cats sometimes?
It's funny, yes. Some of them you send me are pretty redonkulous. You can't
refute it.
But I scrolled all the way down and told you, please stop. I'm trying to catch up.
I didn't see that until like 10 memes later, but.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how you go through them so quickly.
Is that what you're trying to hash out with me, bro?
No, mine was unwanted information about the Drake Passage.
The Drake Passage is the Drake Passage is what like nearly halted human advancement and was the necessity of building the Panama Canal.
Yeah, that.
Something else I want to hash out is these females dressing like sluts online. Stop doing that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, we want proper women that are dressed modestly. That's hot. Covered up, but like fit, that's hot.
I feel
that's hot. We don't want to see all your skin. We are the only ones that want to see your skin. If everyone can see it, fuck off.
Exactly, my man. Modesty is key.
Yep, modesty is key. That's what I want to hash out. I'm gonna hash out a whole bunch of shit. What else? What else you got, Jake?
Oh man, he's got a lot of stuff to get off his chest.
They better update the list. All of our hashes are going on a list so people can vote on them on the website.
Not.
That's a good fucking idea. Which hash was the worst hash? Like which is
hash it up.
The most
hash it up. That's what we're gonna tell them when they want to go to the website.
Now I gotta make a website.
Which hash is the most problematic in society?
I don't have to do. Yeah. I don't have to make a website. My boy Jake over here is the master at making websites.
I can make a Shopify website.
Oh,
You're a bit of an entrepreneur, yeah.
That's a bit different.
I can learn how to make anything though. I'm a G. I'm learning how to video edit like you, Tim.
Yeah, dude, there's a lot to learn with video editing. Like I've been doing it.
I'm learning how to do coding even.
Coding, yeah.
I'm learning how to do coding with Stable Diffusion, some AI shit with videos, so I can make your AI turn into animations and cartoons and whatever I want.
That'll be fun, dude. I always find that stuff that Colton sends me with the Trump and Joe Biden talking shit to each other with Obama on GTA 5 racing. Like that stuff is so funny. Like it cracks me up. When they
would have the voice edits of like Trump and Obama playing games.
Yeah.
And talking smack.
Damn, this cigar, it's not the same without my torch. I can't really get a good light on it.
Yeah, I wish I had another one, dude. I'm just going to have to hit my dab pen.
Yeah.
In my vape.
Or
else I want to hash out is my fucking hairline. What's going on with my genetics? It's terrible.
I need you're like 25, 26.
Don't talk about it.
I am asking you because I've known a 22-year-old fresh out of dropping from college and working at Hilux who started working next to me on third shift. He was only 20. Did I say 22?
Yeah.
He was only 22, just turned 23. And he was already going like fully bald, like bald on top completely. And
that's terrible.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you poor boy. And I scratched my head. I'm like, I don't mean anything by it.
Do you remember when Brody shaved his head bald?
How much do you guys have? Dude, I do. You know what? I just seen a picture of him. I'm sorry. I know we asked something at the same time, but yours is better, Tim. I just seen a picture of Brody bald and all of us at the ice skating rink.
Yeah, dude.
When he just did it.
Slapped his
head. That was a good time.
Dude, that crazy.
Yeah, that was so fun, bro.
I remember little baby Charles doing his little ice skates, zipping around girls to get their attention.
Yeah, he was really good at it. Yeah, he was good at it. And he's married now. That's so crazy.
Yeah. He didn't even tell me about it.
He invited me to it, but because it was in Chicago, I don't think I
didn't even get an invite, but that's probably because he was closer to you and Brittany than he was to me.
Yeah, definitely close to
Really? I thought he was closer to you, Tim.
No, I picked on him a lot, which I feel really bad because
Timmy and Marco would definitely,
because he was
clap
just,
on him pretty hard.
Clap on him. Okay. I do feel bad. There was a moment when Marco stole a girl from him, and Marco wasn't even trying.
Yeah.
Marco didn't even have to try it. He just showed up, and the girl was like, "Oh my God, Marco!" And right in front of
Marco, are you single?
Right in front of Charles, and Charles was devastated.
If a girl has a bad past, she's the same person. If a murderer murders somebody, but murdering, they're still a murderer. So if a whore is a whore for 5 years, she's a whore the 6th year. Don't marry her. That's what I want to hash out.
Marco didn't.
That's something else I want to hash out. I'm just going to start throwing random things I want to hash out, Tim.
That's the problem solved. This is the therapy session.
Transcribe this episode, dog, so you can.
I'm like Pap over here with the command center. This right here, my counter is my command center.
Oh man,
I'm out here hashing it out, throwing out things.
Dude, I remember one time he was on the internet, and my dad was on Facebook. Angrily typing behind the keyboard with his one finger type, beep, 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 beep. And all of a sudden his pacemaker shocks him because he's getting so angry with people. When you have a pacemaker and your heartbeat gets up too high, it shocks you to get it back down. And so I was downstairs. I think I was playing RuneScape.
Calm the hell down. And he's like, no, I'm too angry.
And it zapped him and he's like, oh, and he fell out of his chair. And I was like, Daddy, you all right? He's like, oh, no.
Holy shit.
Yeah. It was pretty crazy. I mean,
fell out of his chair. Holy God.
Yeah. Yep. But rest in peace, Papa Cannoli. What?
I said it shocked him that bad he fell out of his fucking chair. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's like, a defibrillator in your chest.
Yeah,
That's strong.
but it's connected to your heart.
Not as strong as like a whole ass defibrillator, but when you're an old frail person, it only needs to be like as big as like a 9-volt battery, and it's gonna floor your ass.
It goes through your whole body, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if it's like being tased. I've never been tased before, but
it's probably not a worse charge than.
Have you guys seen that video of these guys from a different country? They're like talking about an electric fence, and he goes, "Don't touch that fence," and he touches it and zaps him. Holy shit! He's like, "Pikachu's in that bitch," and like, "You think you're tougher than a cow?" He goes, "Yeah, cowabunga, baby," and then grabs the electric fence again and fucking gets down, fall on the ground, and then he's like, "Oh man, what a rush!" And then holds on to it and just stays getting zapped and lets go and looks at his hands. Holy shit, I love it! And then has his friend do it, and they both do it. High five, bro. It was wild. It was crazy. Next time I see it, I'm gonna send it to you, Tim. Every time I pass it, I watch it a few times. It's pretty fucking funny.
That's great, dude. That's great. Oh, that's great, man. We got a lot of things to hash out, man. That's crazy. One thing I wanted.
Jake doesn't have, a hash browns
he doesn't have
hash things out with. That's why, I don't know, some people need friends to talk to.
Something else I want to hash out then. Small business owners piss me the fuck off.
Oh, yes, Jake.
Support our small businesses like you support the Stanley Cups. People support your small businesses probably more than the Stanley Cups. It's just that your fucking marketing sucks, your product probably sucks, and you're just banking on people for money. Your support my small business is just you begging your friends and family for their money. It's shit and it's annoying.
What is
I have small businesses and they've all failed, and I never say support your small businesses, buy my shit. No, bro. I say support it just by sharing my stuff. That's all I need. That's all you guys should need to.
Yeah,
I only give you my money to support you. Support all small businesses. Let's make money together. That's how I support you, is make you money.
And what's up with that Stanley Cup meme I've been seeing? People like it's a brand or what?
Yeah, it's a brand of like these nice cups. And the cups are really good. They are good products, those cups. But they're like really expensive thermos cups, right? And small thermos. Yeah, and it's just a trend. Like they used to have the Yeti ones, and now it's the Stanleys because they got it. So the Stanley company got a new marketing director, a new CEO who was big in marketing or has a big sales background, or one of the two, and they just marketed different. They add different colors, and a big thing that happened was there was this lady that her car got on fire and her Stanley Cup was in it. From with drinking it overnight, and even though it caught on fire and all this, the drink inside was still cold. So that she put the video online, and that was obviously really good marketing
on TikTok, right? That's where I heard it was trending.
Yep, on TikTok. And so they have neon colors, and it's $40. So it's like that's why poor people buy Gucci stuff. It's because they think they're better. They think they're good now. That's why you see all these white moms. That's why you see the white girl moms are fucking walk around with it while they're at Walmart. Right. Drinking what? What are you
probably
doing?
Coffee.
Fucking weird.
They like coffee.
Yeah, probably coffee from Starbucks.
Coffee or wine.
Dude,
it's just what makes a white mom.
I'm not trying to.
Yeah, I want to bring something up. It's not so much a hash out, or it's not a hash out, but a shout out to Young Hash the rapper. He he made himself a miss track.
Yeah, what about this? Can you play any bars?
Can I play any bars? I don't think you guys will be able to hear it though.
Well, what about post edit for the?
No. Have your fans go listen to it. Have your fans go listen to it.
So I made
drop a sample.
Young Hash is my rapper name, and I decided I was inspired by this with this song from my friend DJ Brody, who is also going to be on this podcast in probably a couple weeks. He made a diss track to somebody named Cluner. Never heard of the guy, but he's some guy from Detroit or somewhere around in the Detroit area. And he made a diss track towards this guy making fun of him in his rap style. It inspired me. Instead of dissing people, I wanted to miss people. And that's why I called it a miss track, because I miss my boy Brody. Haven't seen him in a while, So I had ChatGPT write up some lyrics. and I tweaked them a bit, and it turned out pretty well. Amateur singing and music, but it was my first try, and I'm really proud of it. And day one, I was listening to it on repeat. Would you guys think of that if you listen to it?
I have yet to turn on this song, but I certainly will.
This guy, hold up. You
I
telling me?
He
I'll
did
share
send me
it.
a link.
I'll share it to you right now. Don't even look it up.
Oh,
I don't listen or listen to or care about anything you send me, Tim. So of course I didn't listen to your wonderfulness. Yeah, I listened to it.
Oh my
You sound white as
dear.
shit.
Yeah, give
You
that a
sound
good
white.
click, brother, and let me know what you think.
Is it playing through?
No, we can't hear it.
Okay.
I didn't know you wrote it with ChatGPT, but when you just said it, now I understand why it. I feel like if you wrote it by yourself, it would sound less white. It sound more flowy.
Yeah,
But it does sound like you're reading. Oh, you shared it right there. I see it.
yeah. I did have ChatGPT help me because I know nothing about music, and when I was making that, there was so much that I was learning about, like the snares and the like this, just all this stuff. Like I was just like, this is so much. Like I'm trying to like think, how does Brody do this stuff? But he probably has all the equipment for it. I just had my keyboard and mouse, and I was literally just ripping things off of YouTube, found a beat that I liked on Looper Man and like stuff like that. So I was just like, oh, this beat sounds good. That's where I got that Juice WRLD beat, was from this website called Looper Man. And it was just kind of chill. It was like the background noise. And then I added the beats and stuff like that. I don't know what they're called, but DJ Brody noticed that it sounded like I was reading it instead of singing it. And I was like, really? Like, I didn't think about it like that, because I thought, that's how people did it, but I'm wrong. Oh, look, he muted us so he could hear the song.
I'm sure. I feel like I see Lil Wayne, he reads it, and so does MGK, but they wrote it all together, and they wrote it while listening to the beat. They wrote it with something like, and the professionals. I'm sure you have to fucking like and read fast, because you have to rap and read it, and like, I don't know. I seen MGK, but he was like the whole time, but he was going like this, and I don't know how the fuck he was.
Yeah, bopping back and forth. And yeah, it's like when they get into the lyrics, that's what makes it sound more authentic. To me, I was literally just doing this. I was like sitting in the dark, like I was just in front of the mic reading it off, and that's the best I could do. So what'd you think, brother?
I had to mute you so I could hear it, because you're talking at the same volume as I was like,
No, I figured. I can see your stream. So what
I can hear that you definitely were. I don't know. You probably could have done another take, but I get it. And I appreciate like it sounds slow. Like it's the first take you were reading. Like I could hear you reading it.
Yeah.
And it's not like, I don't know. You need to rehearse. But it probably wasn't your best take, in my opinion.
I know. And it's just my first time doing something like that. And I was excited. I wanted to show people. Some people said they love it. Some people said it was sweet. You're missing your friend. Brody gave me a big heart emoji. So, yeah, that was good.
Did you know Brody was going to be a dad?
I did.
What?
You didn't know this, Jake? Oh,
I didn't know that. That's awesome. Oh shit.
Yeah, little DJ. We're gonna call him that.
That's awesome.
Little Brody Jr.
Brody Jr.
But man with no tan.
That is me.
I like that.
Thank you.
I think that's a good intro.
See, I used that intro on the VR experience, and Andreas thought it was bad.
Fuck Andreas.
Yeah,
Andreas, if you're listening to this, I know you're a fan of Andrew Tate, and let me tell you something. He would be so fucking disappointed in you. He would be so fucking disappointed in everything you stand for.
Oh my God. Finally. You said it in a way I couldn't.
I know, and I know that you're a fan of Andrew Tate, and you play video games day and fucking night. No, actually not day because you're sleeping, and you play video games all fucking night, and you don't exercise, and you're not getting your money up. And you're a fan of Andrew Tate. He would be so fucking disappointed in you. Let me tell you something, Tim. I'm proud of you, bro. Consistent as fuck. I think this is your third episode, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
The VR experience is falling. I love Marco. I don't know Andreas enough to say I love him, but I like Andreas. He just is not a fan of the Tates. I can say that. But since you've been gone from them, Tim, you're fucking going off, bro. This is the second time he's been on here. You got your boss on here. Now me, I'm just some loser from Findlay, Ohio, but here I am.
Here you are. I got some good news to tell you, actually. I got up to 50 downloads already on my 2 episodes that have been out.
That's like 50 more downloads than what the VR experience had.
Well, I think it took us about like 3 months to get to 100. Because I'm the one that looks at all the analytics. I look at all that stuff.
Does anybody see what's happening right now? Because Tim studies, because he's on it. And he also calls me after he'll fucking like listen to his podcast sometimes, Colt. And he'll say, I need to do this, and this to be better. And the next episode it will be. And I love fucking Marco. But they don't do that. They don't watch the analytics. They don't see how they can grow and what, and where their viewers are going to watch this shit at YouTube or Spotify. Fucking not YouTube.
I feel like me listening to it on Spotify gave them like 25% of their listener base.
I did it on Spotify.
Same.
That's where
I'm the number one fan.
Used to be.
What's this? I was telling Jake that. I was like, I think I'm the number one fan of VR experience because I'm the one that's the analytics. I go back and listen to all the episodes, and and
that's why we're going to take off on this one.
Yeah, well, because like I remember the first time we ever had Colton on, we didn't even really talk to him. We just kind of like he was just there in the background instead of being our guest. And I remember telling Marco that I was like, we need to get him on again, but we need to make it about Colton. And same with guests, in general, we shouldn't do this and that. And we improved that way. You know what I mean? Just because I went back and listened to what, Yeah,
I can't wait to listen to this and see how, I know I'm just a fucking guest, but it's still somewhat public speaking because I know I'm speaking to an audience somewhat, kind of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, it's just a conversation between the two of us. Well, I can listen back and see how I communicate with the two of us and how I talked, if it was consistently with good pauses in between, if it was, I should have spoke slower right there, should have not interrupted here and there, should have spoke with, more clarity on what I was talking about here. It's good. I like it.
You could have let me talk about my insurance.
What? We thought
I started to, and then you interrupted me, and we started going off on that.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It was funny, and it's fine, but I was just like, all right.
Well,
let's go with the energy. It's a thing that happens. Like the energy starts going in a different direction, and I roll with it. But it's easy to talk over somebody and change the course of the conversation.
Yeah,
me and Timmy always get random ideas, and we'll just keep going from the last one with no connective understanding to the last one, except between the two of us.
Yeah, that's how, I don't know, I feel like just that's how sometimes my mind operates, it just from one collected thought to the other.
Yeah. Part of it is the creative process for me.
Yeah, but, if we're telling a story or something and we just kind of a joking story. We joke a lot, Colt, and sometimes we just feed off each other's ideas.
We just keep rambling about a bit that we got an idea for.
But my man, since you brought up this insurance thing and didn't get to finish your bit on it, what did you have to say about your insurance and rolling your vehicles?
That it sucked and it happened years ago, and they shouldn't be making me pay think it's 300 something. Or it's almost 450 something.
Wow.
It's so goddamn much. I'm so tired of it.
Yeah. That's crazy. I thought
I had more to say, other than that, but my energy went into the rest of our
went into the flat earth. Oh no, we didn't go to the flat Earth right after that. We went into talking about you rolling the truck. I remember now, but
Yeah, you talked about it for a second.
yeah. Man, what were we gonna say now? I lost my train of thought.
Insurance is great. Good insurance.
I remember
Yeah, I have
hating.
AAA, Jake, and because my cars aren't paid off, so I had to buy new cars after fucking mine all up. I have full coverage, and that shit for like a minute there before I married 5 years ago was only like $100 a month. I'm like, yay, oh man, I had the most expensive bullshit for the lowest price you could ask. But then they're like, nah, you've been paying too little for too long, and I'm like, please,
Please.
no.
Well,
And
I think that's where we were at. We were talking about not having expensive insurance because you should pay cash for your cars.
Oh yes.
yeah, that's that's where we went around.
Yeah.
No, like that's another thing. I do understand and appreciate your financial literacy. I like started to get into one of those programs, but like
You don't need a program, you need me.
yes.
Jake Ramsey, by God.
I listened to an audiobook of Dave Ramsey's Rich Dad Poor Dad, and I get it.
You listen to that book?
Yes.
Nice.
It's Robert Kiyosaki, not Dave Ramsey.
Yes,
Silly
that guy.
goose.
I am a bit of a silly goose. I'll give you that much. Shoot, what was it? He bought a house right on the right as he heard somebody was looking for a house, and was able to cut a deal, and he kept his momentum going because he found a place where like the conversation around it was happening, and he locked in his opportunity, and that was real inspiring.
Yeah.
And I'll concede I don't know where to find that kind of opportunity around me, but I understand what he means when he says to look for that place and to make it happen.
Yeah. The way I found like my real estate people was listening to the Real Estate Rookie podcast, for people who have like zero experience, and they have like a whole Facebook group page, website, whatever you sign up through. And I did all that, followed the rules and all the stuff they told me to. And then within an hour, somebody called me back from Lansing at this place. Where's that business card? I had a business card around here somewhere with one of the people that worked there, but he was retired. And I brought his name up to the lady, and she's like, yeah, I know that guy. I was like, oh, cool. So yeah, little things like getting, if that's what you're interested in, is, listening to the podcast and stuff. That's what I do.
If you send me the link, I will give it a listen.
Yeah, let me look here.
Fresh and Fit. Listen to Fresh and Fit, Monday Mondays.
Those guys too.
I've heard of them. And
Fresh and Fit had Robert Kiyosaki on there, Grant Cardone.
Oh,
Fresh
wow.
and Fit, Chris Crone on there.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
All three of those guys are real estate guys.
I also listen to On the Market, and that's a podcast by Bigger Pockets. Those guys are pretty good too. Ed Malat show. What's that?
Ed Malat's good.
I think Kevin for that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Kevin was the one who told me about Ed Malat, and I didn't know he had a podcast until I just wanted to look him up.
Some people's like podcasts don't like. It's not that they're bad, but they don't get the
that's real estate.
The hits because they're not like advertised as like whatever the white girl you want to be when you grow up, sort of stuff.
Yeah,
like trying to like saying, learn what I've learned, listen to what I'm saying, and get rich. Easier said than done. And you can't say like, just listening to my thing will make you rich. Because you kind of have to go out there and say, yeah, I got to apply what he said in the podcast. And that's like being confident when making a sale. And like, I try to keep that stuff in mind.
Yeah.
and like I just gotta like fully apply.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Jake. That is something I always appreciate about your Snapchat stories. 'Cause you're going out and you're applying yourself, and I never want to discourage that in all my joking, or like if I ever send you something that like gives you that seems like it's railing on you.
No, I never get this from you, Cole. I know it's all joking. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you.
What a guy! What a guy! I want to real quick
You
get
can't
up
see it,
and
but
get
I'm
a drink
nodding
of water, but you
genuinely.
guys can continue talking. I'm just thirsty from that cigar. It kind of dried out my throat, so I'll be back.
Well,
Mm,
yeah, that's fine,
Smoking,
dude. I'm looking at the who put that in there, that chat right there, Food for Thought Friday. Colt, you do that. Go ahead and get a drink of water, Tim.
yeah. No, I think that was Timmy's. The other thing I posted in our little chat is the flat Earth.
Well, I was seeing that.
It's so outdated. Hot dog Earth is the new thing.
Did you see? It's down there about Bitcoin? Have you heard about anything about that stuff recently? I haven't heard shiznit about cryptocurrency in probably
I've
6 to 8.
heard mostly about like the scam coins that are coming and going.
Yeah,
And
like Dogecoin.
I have $40 in Dogecoin, and as soon as that becomes $50, I'm dropping it because I could use $50. I gotta put it in a spot because was a brother-in-law was like, "Yo, if Dogecoin's gonna have a spike, you should buy some now." I'm like, "Okay, how much
Yeah.
should I buy?" It's like $1 million. I'm like, "How much that is in USD, bro?" He's like, "Oh, it's only $40." I'm like, "Say $40 next time. Don't tell me $1 million."
Yeah, I wonder how people find these new shit coins before they because some of them blow up and people get rich off them. I just don't know how to.
There's websites, and I know a lot of these things. Like, I want to say that it's like open source. A few of them, like how to make your own currency, because it's a matter of like connecting a bank account or a card to like your server that says how many bitcoins you got, and then just like putting a name to it. And because like Dogecoin was literally just made as a joke, and it blew up because somebody was like, "Yeah, it can actually be money if everybody puts a couple 100,000 USD into it." So do that, and I'll show you how I could become rich. And they're like, "I could become rich, huh?" Suddenly $1 million in there. That guy pulls it out. Like, "Thanks, I'm rich." They're like, "And what about the rest of the Bitcoin?" Next time $1 million go into it, pull out. You're like, okay. Bitcoin's up to like a single Bitcoin is worth like 50,000 USD right now.
Oh, really? It went up? I thought it.
Yeah,
I thought it tanked.
It was down at like 20,000 for a while, and I saw it the other day because
it's 42,000 right now.
I have $10 in Ethereum on PayPal.
42,104. Yeah. Yeah, it went up a lot.
It's probably fluctuating in the thousands. Not like I, be like, "Oh man, I should buy some while it's low," but it's not like you can account for it dropping to 10,000 and say one day I'll jump up to 100,000 again. I know.
I just won't watch it. I'm on baby step number 3 from Dave Ramsey, trying to get rid of my debt before I start investing anymore.
There are a few apps you can get on your phone. Coinbase is one of them. Yeah, and it's really as simple as buying $10, waiting for it to go up a couple percentage, selling it, rinse and repeat. But like, I can't stay up all night waiting for 2-3% increase when
I
kind of need to wake up. And if I'm too tired to keep my house up, my home,
you can set losses in games.
Yeah, that is one of those things you can
set a take profit or I forgot what the bottom one is called, but you can set that too. A stop loss.
I also, because I haven't made enough, I had like only put $200 into it. I think like 15 or 16, and it at its height, at 200 turned into 2,000. I'm like, yeah, money. I'm like, I wanted to pull out. Well, I said, no, it's investments for. I should have. So I could put more,
Dude,
but it dropped.
Back in
And
2018.
I didn't.
Yeah. Back
I
in
was working at Bob
2018.
Evans, and I listened to. It was right at 2018. I was listening to some podcast that came up recommended, and it's like, Bitcoin's down. I'm like, what do you mean down? No.
Yeah. Well, back in I think
Oh.
2018, I remember Marco telling me about it, and he was saying that it was like $300, and I totally could have put money into it. You know, I could have bought one, and I wouldn't have been scathed because I wasn't owning rent. But I was so like uninformed about Bitcoin. If I would have done that and kept my money in there, I could have had, $50,000.
Mm-hmm. Our buddy Kevin like bought 2 or 3 of them when they were only like $20. Like I want to say like 2011 when he got his first computer. Kevin was like wired into like all the underground happenings because like he didn't want to rely on his mom like for as long as he felt like he was going to rely on her forever, and he wanted to get out of that as soon as he could. And that's one of those things. He bought a few of this because he said, it might blow up. But he forgot, lost the password, couldn't find the account. And
No way.
Yeah, no, like Bitcoin's been around, and
So he's had since 2009, but he's
been around since like the mid or not mid 90s. It was invented with like the .com boom.
Yeah.
And when the idea of like PayPal is still prototyping sending money over the internet, the deeper idea was internet-based money. So like if they're going to shut down all communications, like they're shutting down their own wallet, and they would, the powers that be would never do that if they can't pay the guy below them to, take out their trash, deliver them food, etc. The idea has always been there. It's just now the technology is making it like so streamlined. That's like the war of information going on right now. That's like the wars happening in Afghanistan over Holy Land or wherever else, containing communism in North Korea.
Mhm.
All of that's like, the stuff to be televised so that the, real revolution of the mind like happens like off the news, but with the woke with like the woke media and Donald Trump trolling like every news outlet for 4 years.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I don't want to say it's known, but it is literally that. The wrong guy got into a position of power, said, I'm going to build a wall and drain the swamp. And they're like, there's no swamp, there's no wall, you need to shut the fuck up. Quit digging around in the highest point of power in the world. And he's like, nah. I'm pretty sure Bitcoin was at its highest under Trump's presidency, and now it's like
he got in 2016, right?
Yeah, it's fluctuated so hard.
Yeah, it has.
I mean, it was always fluctuating because as soon as it went up like a few thousand, people would pull out. It would go up another twice as many thousand. People would pull out again.
Yeah.
Because that's like 2%, 3% increase is still like $5,000 to somebody who only put in $50 the week before, and it quadrupled.
Well, and to fact check you here, it actually went up after his presidency.
Fact check.
Yeah, it did. It went up like during his presidency from 2016. Let's say, when was he inaugurated? In January. It was.
Hey guys, don't forget to have a good day tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we sure will. I'm trying to see here. 2016 Trump in January. It was at $435 in January of 2016. Didn't go up much. The highest in 2017 was 15,000, but after Trump, it looks like 2020 is when it started going up. In 2021, so it looks like Biden.
Everybody knows Well, these opportunities, Bitcoin and other stocks and such, people hear about it, know about it. They just never pull the trigger and take action on the opportunity that they know about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those gamblers' fallacies where they want to maximize their gain and they can't always justify when or how that's really going to come.
What I want to know is how people are so good at reading the numbers and the markets and stuff. Like, like the Wolf of Wall Street type of deal.
Yeah,
it's also a work of fiction.
Some of it's outcome. But you can kind of see the trends of some patterns that will go on with certain things. Like, I don't know. I was learning about it with crypto trading, but I'm out of the thing. But I don't know. You can do some stuff. It's called technical analysis. You can there's stuff that you can do to actually learn that and read it and learn, it's called, go to tradingview.com. You can learn how to do it on there and then press back play and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. So you can play out different formulas and patterns because there's different systems that you can do for trading and reading it and stuff like that. And then you press play, and if that system plays out as profitable, then you can just kind of play that system on that. I was doing crypto, so I would do it on Ethereum, for example. That's what I was trying to learn it on. I was doing it on a 4-hour chart for Ethereum. And you would have these lines and stuff that you can put on and stuff. And you just connect things. And I don't know. I wish I could too. It's just called technical analyst, but just a bunch of lines on there. Just guesswork.
Yeah, that's the thing. Why I say a gambler's fallacy, because it's guessing. Like gamblers really try to pay attention to it and go with their gut, but only everybody in the world isn't a millionaire for that reason.
Yeah. I like what Kevin said about people on top that make the most money. They should be, because they're the ones working the hardest. You know? You remember that saying? It was people who, if you were to get $1,000 or $10,000 right now, you wouldn't know what to do with it because you're not in the mindset.
I have $10,000 worth of debt. I know what I would do with it. Put myself $10,000 deeper. Hell yeah!
Oh, brother, you crack me up.
Yeah, I think if you took everybody's wealth and you gave it to me, and then I distributed it evenly throughout everybody would remain be in the same position in 5 to 10 years. That's what I've seen on Facebook, and I was like, you know what? I agree. People would be. I wouldn't be, but a lot of people would.
Interesting, my man.
Kind of just like what you said, Tim.
Oh, I sent Timmy. I don't know if I sent it in our Keeping Stock in Life chat, but there was this channel called How Money Works, and he talks about those trends in the market, about how the get rich quick stuff is a lot what was recommended to me, because I always see crypto this and that. I think I sent 2 of them. Yeah, the Rise and Grind and the Aspirational Class.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those Rise and Grind things, are hoaxes, because they say go do this, wake up as soon as you can, pound the pavement, and all he really says is there are smarter ways to pound the pavement.
Mm-hmm.
Working harder, not smarter, is the trick. And finding out what that is for you in your situation is how you make it work in your life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not everybody buys your book or goes to the same seminar or whatever. It's what is it? It's not necessarily pulling the grift in your area, but finding out what that is and making it work for you.
Yeah.
On a small scale, the friggin' people of the factory job I work,
mm-hmm.
a lot of white women who like getting stuff for their family, and my wife has, a white woman who makes fun knickknacks for the family.
Right.
All these cups she's making, somebody's always buying a cup every week, and it's usually only like $25 here and there, but that's $25 more a week that you can't just ask the boss for and get, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this place is already like a small factory, and they fucking advertise 15, 16 an hour, but what they're really paying you is like attendance bonus and being there however long, because they want you to stay that bad. They'll pay you an extra $100 or $1,000 at the end of the year, or like 3 months or whatever. And they say that altogether is basically giving you 16 an hour, but you're really only making, like, I'm only making 14 something an hour.
Damn.
Holy shit! Really?
Yeah,
You're scraping by.
It
Wow.
is. My wife, like, was because she's doing like 2 jobs, almost.
At least
3
you have a wife.
Yeah,
We're fucking losing.
I would not have a house if I wasn't living with 2
you
incomes.
wouldn't live with me.
I would.
And we would save water too, because we could shower together, and
I would be your dog sitter and ask for $16 an hour, because that's what I need to move up in the world.
You know what? Check this out. You know what I'm doing for extra money now that you brought that up? Actually,
check this out. Go ahead, Jake. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
You know what to do?
Huh?
You know what to do,
yeah, I know what you're gonna. You showed me.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you showed me the flyer and everything.
Is your fur?
I made my own flyer, bro, front and back. I fucking printed out a whole bunch of them, and it's over there at DG because I told the manager about it, and they fucking love me and Lush, so they put it right on the sliding glass door.
So
Smack in your face when you're walking in.
So what is this? What is this?
Are you walking dogs or?
Yeah, I'm walking dogs for $11 an hour.
Very nice.
You'd be surprised. That is a pretty good gig if you can get in a good neighborhood. Yeah,
and I haven't put them out yet. It's fucking cold, bro, and I feel embarrassed by doing it in daytime, because I'm going to people's mailboxes and putting paper in, and going to their neighbors and doing the same thing, and just going down the street. I feel like it would be awkward, and I don't want people looking out their windows like, look at that guy doing that, and then they go up there, pull it out, and text me, stop coming to my mailbox. I just thought about that.
That's one of those things. I've seen ads at gas stations where they have like the paper and then a bunch of numbers at the bottom. Yeah. You should probably say, if you're in this town, call.
Well, my address is on there, and then in the front here, this is what it says here. In the blue lettering, it says, "Hey, busy dog." I'm embarrassed.
Hey, dog, what you is?
Hey, busy dog owner. No, it says, "My name is Jake McDaniel, a lifelong dog enthusiast, now offering top-notch dog walking services in Arlington. With years of experience and a well-trained German Shepherd of my own, I bring a personal touch to ensure your pup's happiness. Call me at my cell phone number for reliable and caring service. Let's make every walk an adventure for your furry friend."
Oh,
and if you don't believe me, here's my credit card number so you can check my score and I'm legit.
Yes. And I have a contract for my clients.
Oh,
if your dog pulls me through mud, I charge an extra $5.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like on days like today, I'll be out there with the fucking dogs. I took my dog out on a walk today with no gloves.
Oh,
I'm that guy.
You're a brave
soul. I offer dog walking.
Oh, he's showing us.
Dog walking, feeding and changing the water if the dogs are on vacation. Pet taxi, grooming. Overnight sittings. If they want to stay at my house for the weekend, the dogs, if the people go on vacation or whatever, they can stay here, man. And pet baths.
Wow, you're gonna do all that?
I'm trying to get this money, son.
Wow.
I love dogs, and my dog likes other dogs. So, like, really, all honesty, like, I can just take my dog and that dog, like my client's dog, to the dog park, let them play for an hour, and I'm chilling.
Yeah.
The dog. Go ahead.
No, I just said yeah.
Yeah, and the dog gets exercise. I get to chill. My dog gets the friend and some exercise as well. The people don't have to sit out in the cold. I do it, and it's a kind of a win-win for everybody. All 3 of us, all 4 of us, if we include my dog.
Yeah, yeah. Good stuff, dude. Always thinking.
Oh, trying. This is my fourth company and I'm starting another company, but this is my fourth one I've done, and fucking hell, dude. No other one's failed, so
That's
I'm
okay,
not really
dude.
having high hopes with this one.
Those
But
weren't website ones, were they?
yeah, the e-com ones, yeah. So this is kind of a different business.
That was my critique that my wife is, not telling me to tell you, but we were talking about it, is outsourcing your services. If you're like selling a big enough product that, enough people are buying to maintain the service, it works. Like if t-shirt companies are more successful than like mugs and cups, like getting a picture printed on a shirt, somebody can wear that is more practical than getting a cup that, like a coffee mug, typically. Those are like a novel gift, but like you're not going to be selling a million of them. You can sell the design on it to a place, but you do like one thing and then you get residuals, if anything.
What are we talking about? I'm so confused.
The online distribution companies that that you were working for.
Right.
You sold like 3 or 4 things.
You talking about Divine Health or?
Yeah, there's Divine Health, and what were the other ones?
Stone Frog, and then Cure Fix.
Okay, yeah. I don't think those are bad products by any mean, but like they probably just needed like a bigger like influencer push.
I just suck at marketing. Yeah. I think Divine Health failed because I was inconsistent with my marketing. I think that was pretty decently marketed. I just sucked at consistently, so it wouldn't get in front of people's faces. When I did that week or two bursts, it was good. I put out videos. I would do ads and do this, but then I would fall off for another 3 weeks trying to do something else with the business behind the scenes, and then that would lose eyes. And then one time I would do another boost, I would already lose the eyes I gained. So it would just kind of like a losing race, and I would just like the same people would see my shit. So then I got mad and disrupted it. And then Your Fix failed, I believe, because of what you're saying. Not a big enough market, and it doesn't align with me. I don't even drink. And then Stone Frog failed, I think, because I suck at marketing, dude. I suck at selling things and getting in front of faces.
A thought I had when you were like doing your like you would just like have your hands, you'd be stirring and mixing it, and like that's fine, that works. But like part of me wanted to like suggest the idea that you just make like a little montage video of yourself for like TikTok, just like doing your parkour or exercise. Like if you were like recording yourself running around and like jumping over benches, or like there's not really a parkour playground.
Parkour is out of style now, son.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, there's the Ninja Warrior
parkour with a smoothie in his hand.
No. See, you drink your smoothie and you say it gives me energy.
Like I used to do with the sponsors back in the day.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly. Right.
Like if you had a skateboard company or like stickers,
I wanted to ask Ramel,
get some footage of doing tricks.
I wanted to ask Ramel to do some videos like that, but like he is full for, I don't know, bro. It just felt weird to be like, hey man, can I videotape you doing some, push-ups and then do some boxing for my CMOS commercial? It just felt odd to me.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to because I look at it as super professional. But like when we meet up in the boxing gym to record the ad, I, have my jar CMOS and my fucking cell phone. That's my equipment. You know what I'm saying? It just seemed also unprofessional. In my head, I'm trying to make money. This is a business. But then, like, when I show up in my equipment, it's just 2 items.
Yeah.
It seems unprofessional.
I know what you're saying. Timmy and Marco and them bought, like, their $800 cameras. And they're running around with, like, a stabilizer and a big fucking cotton ball the size of their fist. And you're like, that's a bit much, guys. Why are we recording? We're like golfing or something.
We're vlogging, bro.
There was a golf company outing that they were hucking this stuff around with, and like, are we golfing or? Because Andreas was carrying like 20 pounds or at least 30 pounds worth of stuff, and he was.
All of that stuff's awesome, but it's fucking stupid and useless to buy if you're not going to make money with it.
Yeah, exactly. That's
my
other than camera. You can buy like a $500 camera, nice camera, because one, you'll have it for years. Two, your family don't need to buy, photographer picture. They can just use your little thing, and it's great.
Mm-hmm.
But buy equipment, all the microphone, the stabilizer.
If you're not going to make that money back, it's
there you go.
I know. That's why I made my computer as big and fancy as it is, so I can have it for a while and hopefully make $5,000 back.
Holy fuck!
He spent a lot, Jake. Yeah, that's on just his big old freaking tower.
Why? What is so great about the laptop or the computer?
Jake, you said video making. How many videos have you made with your laptop?
50.
Okay, shut up. I haven't made any, but
no, I haven't either. I haven't either.
I was gonna say, you son of a. Oh god, I've made a few videos before for YouTube, and like the render on those for like an hour of footage would take 2 hours. With my setup now, that same amount of rendering would take only 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And Timmy's done it more. And after a few of the upgrades I told it, he got and told him about, he was like, "What do you mean 32 RAM sticks?" I'm like, 32 gigs of RAM and all that rendering and video production you're doing will cut itself in half.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, he upgrades. He's like, holy crap! Like my 2 hours of footage is only going to take like 40 minutes at the most.
You know a lot about the software of computers?
I know what they should do. Yeah,
like coding.
No, my sister sent me a thing on like getting into a coding class, like online courses to take.
You can do it. You can get money.
I have been meaning to. Yeah.
Yeah,
you're nerdy and very technology advanced. I think you would be
technically minded. Yeah,
minded, and you don't even know you really need to learn how to code very well. There's AI websites that
IT and tech support is like the kind of work I could most reasonably get at like my non-professional level.
That. Instead of working in a miserable factory, you should try to do something like that.
And there's courses online that you can take to get the certificate.
Certification, yeah.
For real.
And then you can go to bro, do it. And do it for like $500 because I was looking at digital marketing classes from Harvard for $160.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can do the thing with IT, dude. Get money.
For real. You don't need to work at that bitch ass factory that's breaking your fingers, bro. When you're doing beautiful art over here.
Your mom's doing beautiful.
I remember you used to tell me, "Oh man, my hands are hurting because of this job." Not the current one you're at, but when you were working at Hilux, and I was
Hilux is rough.
Yeah.
Like for
I'm
actually,
you like
giving,
that? You should take.
You're finally looking at the art I've been working on over here, huh?
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I forgot about it.
Yeah,
I've been watching you, dude.
On and on.
You're making Jake look really shredded.
Yeah. I was gonna draw him with a little tank top, and then just wait.
A tank top.
Please draw some female next to me with nice long hair, black hair, white skin, tan skin, and a red dress. Black dress.
Look at he's giving her big boobs. He's got the mirror effect on, so it's making it.
Two
women.
Focusing on the one.
Jake likes that. Two is better than one.
Oh, now I can see it.
But no, would you guys believe me? What?
I don't know why it's a lag for me.
Yeah,
it's probably because it's like high quality and like your internet connection.
Well, and there's two other videos going on.
Maybe my laptop doesn't have enough RAM in it.
Processing power, yeah.
Very likely, yeah. It probably only has.
What does it say on there? What kind of processor? Does it say i5 or i7?
How can I see that?
Does it have a little sticker on there, or you could control? How do you do it? Control Alt. What do you do to get the fucking task manager? Control Alt Delete.
Yeah, that'll get the task manager to pop up.
And then from there, you could do Control Alt Delete, go to performances, and then you could just
Control.
Alt.
I don't have an Alt button.
Oh, you have a Mac. Fuck. I don't know Mac.
Control Command Delete.
Yeah.
It didn't do anything.
I don't know what Apple
I have a
is.
story
I don't know
for you guys.
Windows.
Hey, Cole, I have a story for you.
All right.
Excuse me. One time I took Lush for a walk, and we were in the woods, and we came to a part and where it's like a lake. And I seen this little frog swimming around. And then it came up to the shore, and there came a scorpion. The frog went back into the river. I was like, holy shit, what's going on over there? And then I got closer, and the scorpion was still sitting at the edge on the shore. And then the frog came up again. Scorpion goes to the frog and says, hey, man, I want to get over on the other side of the river. You want to take me on over there? Frog says, no fucking way, dude. You're a scorpion. You're going to get on my back. You're going to sting me. Fuck no, I'm not doing that nonsense, right? Scorpion says, why would I do that? If I do that while we're in the middle of the river, I'm going to die too. Why would I kill the both of us? That's dumb. And the frog goes, you know what? Hey, let me think about that. You know what? He's right. We're both going to die. He wouldn't do that. He's not a fucking idiot. You're like, you know what? Let's do it. Game on. I'll take you on over there. I'll help a brother out. So the frog, puts his back towards him. Scorpion hops on in there, and they start swimming along. Scorpion's looking around and stings the fucking frog. Yeah. And as they're going down, they're slowly going down. The frog looks over and wonders, why did he do that? So then he looks over and asks the scorpion, why did you do that? Why did you sting me? Now we're both going to die. Scorpion looks the frog dead in the eyes and says, because I'm a scorpion.
So what's the moral of the story here, Jake? I'm not following.
Moral of the story. Trust people to be who they really are.
Okay.
Don't fall for red flags.
Oh.
When people show you their true colors, believe them. Don't let them manipulate you into doing something for them when it's going to hurt you and harm you in the end. Because that scorpion didn't give a fuck that he was going to die. He wanted to sting that frog.
I see.
That was my story.
It's a beautiful story, Jake. Would you guys believe me if I told you we've been at this for an hour and 38 minutes?
Yeah, it felt longer than an hour.
Yeah. I was gonna cut it short because I looked at how many hours I can upload onto Buzzsprout, and I have 148 hours until it refreshes, which is on February 5th.
You think we're going to record 100 hours in that time?
An hour and 48 minutes is my cap until it refreshes next month.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was wanting to end it here so I have, 8 space to upload. And yeah.
All right.
So what'd you guys think of the Hash It Out podcast? Gentlemen.
I like to hash it out.
Good deal. Oh, stay tuned for next time, folks. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to give me some feedback when you can. I don't know how I'll do that yet with Spotify, but I'll figure out a way. Anything you guys want to close with?
Don't let the dark forces control your mind. We truly are at war. It's good and evil. Have God in your life. Get financially intelligent. Go to the gym. Become a better person. Be nicer. Be nice to people. And I hope you all end up with happy, healthy, wealthy families.
And what about you, Colt?
I was straightening an arm in the picture. A good sentiment. You said something. Oh yeah, meditating on the Word of God. That's what our sermon was about today at church.
Ooh,
that's
really?
Yeah,
that's nice.
Fill your mind with the truth that God lays before you, and live your life by it.
Man, that's good. That's good. I'm glad you ended it with that, Colt, because the sermon I listened to. The sermon I listened to this morning when I was at church was the story of Joseph, which I've heard like 3 times, and each time I've heard it differently. But this time, I understood it as forgiveness. Be better, not bitter. Yeah. And that's how I'll end this episode, folks. Hope you enjoy.
I hope my BM hears that. I hope my BM hears. Be better, not bitter, bitch. Woo!
All right. Peace out, everybody.